can read, skipper of Puma, and this is the second for you, but this one will be very, very, very tough race. What are your expectations about this?
This is sailing around the world just by yourself is a daunting task, but you throw in five of the top managed, top sailed boats in the world, all with the same exact goal, and you're gonna have quite a bloodbath on your hands. It's gonna be hard. We've always known it's gonna be hard, and sure enough, everybody showed up looking very, very prepared and very organized and ready to go.
Okay. Talking about the boat design, what you have seen until now? 3 from Cuenca, 1 from Botín, and 1 from Far. What you have seen?
Well, even the Juan boats all have subtle differences from boat to boat. I don't think anything radical, but there are a number of differences from boat to boat, which has been very interesting to see. Obviously, the Botín boat is quite a departure. Mm-hmm. A bunch of features to it that, quite frankly, we're not really sure about. And then the Far boat we thought our boat was big in volume. That boat's really big in volume. Mm-hmm. So it's 3 different animals, 3 different designs if you look at it that way. Kind of interesting for a class that really has. We thought everybody was moving towards one edge of the box. Mm-hmm. Well, everybody has, but in that edge, people have found quite a few variations of how to do this. So, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be very interesting, won't it?
Yeah, very interesting. We all we remember very well the famous leg between the Philippines and Taiwan, and very, very incredible one. And this time you don't come in that waters, but you sail straight to New Zealand and then to Cape Horn. How was your personal feeling about that leg? It was something wrong, something crazy. What's now? After 2 years,
I think when we all knew when we signed up for that leg, when we signed up for that race, everybody knew that potential disaster lurked on that leg. It was just too much history of really, really bad weather in that area that time of year. So I don't think it was a surprise to anybody that we almost lost half the fleet. Mm-hmm. We tried hard to work with the event organizers to try to minimize it, but they just wanted to go for it. So at the end of the day, we do what we're told, and almost paid the ultimate price. A couple of boats came pretty close to not even making it into Taiwan. Well, fortunately, everybody learned, and we're not going to head that far north this time, but we are still heading out into that area that can be pretty darn nasty. So I think the potential damage has been minimized, but for sure, it's still a bad part of the world that time of year. You take it, you just deal with what you got, and we've been told where we go, and we go there. So I'll tell you what, I'll have a beer with you in Galway, and I'll let you know how it went.
Okay, people like Volvo Ocean Race because it's the hardest race with the better people, with the faster boat, most powerful boat. What's your personal feeling about the Volvo Ocean Race? It's really life at the extreme, how they say it.
Well, for sure, life at the extreme, but I like it. The development part of the boats is just spectacular. And this is development for a class of boats of which we're coming up with 1 million bits and pieces, which you're going to see on an average cruising boat here in a few years. So it's really fun from that. We always thought doing the America's Cups, it was the same thing. We're developing parts and pieces and products and concepts and designs that before you know it, you see in this cruising boat sitting here in the marina. Well, I think we're doing the same thing even more so. The amount of furling equipment that we use now, for example, and how the efficiencies of that has become dramatically better. Sail shape, sail design, sail construction, mass. I mean, how mass have changed in just 2 years.
Yeah.
It's really, the development part is spectacular. And when you have development like that, that naturally attracts the best sailors in the world because they want to be part of it. They're the smart people who feed guys like this. We feed him. We feed him our ideas, and then he runs with those ideas and makes them work. So it's a wonderful balance of a whole bunch of different concepts to create one team as a whole, and it's very fun. That part of it's very, very fun.
is very very fun for sure. And what's your personal feeling about the actual America's Cup compared to this event? It's
both
completely different, I know, but what's your personal
Yeah,
feeling?
the Cup and the Volvo race have certainly both gone off in the same direction with regard to making it public and media friendly. Understanding, I think the day that billboards, that sailboats became billboards, the sport changed. You know, there's no more. You look at these old time Whitbread videos of guys playing guitars and drinking beer, and that's no more. You know, so like it or not, the sport has changed. These events have changed, and you can debate all you want whether it's for the better or for the worse, but it's called survival. I mean, this race happens because of the corporate sponsorship, and it wouldn't happen without it. So I think both events have grasped onto that. They realize they got to make it more consumer friendly, spectator friendly, corporate friendly, and they're doing it in two completely different ways, of course, but there's one common denominator, and that's just make it exciting. So the media guy on board, you know, taking photos of the thing crashing through waves and things like that, that's what we do now. We're in the entertainment business now, like it or not.
Yeah, cool. And your personal sponsor, Puma, is every month more involved in sailing, you know, with the America's Cup too, no? And with the Oracle too, no? And what's the involvement of Puma in the actual sailing?
They certainly, you know, when we first put together this program, 5 years ago, I don't think they knew where it was going to go. You know, I had always hoped it would go where it's going. I don't think they had ever. They were literally taking it, walking one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. And here they are in the two biggest stages in sailing now as primary sponsors, primary partners. Though I think that's the big thing. They're the licensed suppliers for all the clothing for the Volvo race and for the America's Cup. So. They haven't just taken it on for exposure. They're taking it on to get their product out there, and to do that, they know they have to make their product better and better every single day. I'll tell you what, the gear we have in this boat is nothing shy of spectacular, or it would be unusable. So our safety depends on how good that four-weather gear is. So it's I'm proud of Puma for taking it on, and even more proud for them to get involved in the America's Cup and to keep trying to grow and help the sport.
Perfect. Okay, thank you very much, Ken.
My pleasure.
Thank you.